Achha, if you, I say honestly, I never handled mining directly. Mining was never with
Not
me.
mining, in general pressure.
If you say honestly, I did not accept much pressure actually. I if I but I, how I withstand pressure, whatever correct I'll always write on the file.
Yeah.
So first thing, suppose any proposal is there and I feel it is not correct. Anyone says, I will record what I record. I remember when he joined in 2009, I told then CM also, and he was very kind to me. He said, I was earlier very negative person, but I assure you that I will not be obstructionist. My work is to make things move.
Yeah.
But anything wrong, please allow me to write, and you should feel happy if he oppose something which is not correct. And he never said you don't do that. Of course, present CM also, he said he also told me that whatever you feel like writing, when any officer want to write anything, let him write. If I overrule, I will give reasons. When I suppose, and then you don't obstruct.
Yeah.
When once you are set, and suppose he said I agree with you, I accept you.
Yeah.
And he is doing also. I'll say I am very happy. The present CM also.
Many of the ministers from the previous government used to say that Sanjay Srivastava is a very difficult officer to deal with. Why so? You are not listening to them, or you are doing whatever is correct, irrespective of undue demands from them.
No, I don't. I will not say why they say I am difficult officer, because I think I am very human. I am very down to earth, and by nature I will not be rude to anyone. Number one, and no one should be rude rather.
Definitely.
And the second thing, yes, wherever I feel that proposal is not correct, I used to see to it that it doesn't move or objecting it to it. And I've seen once you write on the file, mostly, suppose I oppose on the file or any secretary, generally people don't overrule it. Because you need guts to overrule something.
Definitely. To overrule chief secretary's remark,
unless
it really needs guts.
Plus, if I am wrong, then why not?
Yeah.
And many times I am overruled also.
Correct.
But generally, if you write, then they respect it also. I believe grudgingly they admire straightforwardness. Even if they don't like it, but they admire, because who doesn't want officer to be good to his department?
Yeah.
So, but I am sorry if I have got this impression made.
No, impression made. See, sir, there are only two possibilities as far as this impression is concerned. One, you are so upright that you are not yielding to their undue demands. Second, you are scrutinizing everything very strictly. The impression that we are getting is that you are very upright as far as every proposal that was coming to you, and some of our ministers wanted quick results on some undue demands and proposals also.
Sometimes I will not say undue, sometimes they may be thinking as for citizen or for public it is required, but everything has to go through a rule, because the rule has been made for everyone.
Yeah.
Unless you change the rule, you cannot say that you do this.
Yeah.
So, in case anything was not done, perhaps, and I thought, but one thing I'll say, they were all ministers were very kind to me.
Yeah.
Even the toughest or most difficult minister people say, they were very kind to me. And but I believe I did not do anything to obstruct anything. And
yeah, definitely.
This is when I feel that anything is there, I'm sorry when if I've made this impression, but it was very honestly, anything he did, I was I tried to be very honest.
Definitely. Sir, what was the most critical moment in these 3.5 years? Where even you were troubled?
I was troubled.
Yeah.
I don't know, I should...
And administratively, which was the most critical moment to handle?
Well, छोटी-छोटी बात अभी जो जैसे ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, there is some problem because what happened कि Ministry of Home Affairs is the cadre controlling authority.
Correct.
While sitting there, they have got their own perception. We are a small state. We have got our different requirements. Sometimes to balance, because when I sit here, they expect me to listen to them and communicate to government. Government has got its own compulsion, which I am seeing also.
Correct.
So sometimes you don't know, your role is very crucial. And lot of issues with government of India where you have to go and talk to them, like port connectivity. located bill is there, where you get lot of ministries, you have to move around. But I've seen a person coming from Delhi has got good contact because we know whom to go. So, but sometimes impression is that CS सुन नहीं रहे हैं, there they will say, here they may say कि भाई you are not getting work done from Delhi. फिर some local issues also I find problem, like personal policy. I've got a different view, and government, because they think very locally, but I have to see what rule says. Even if someone is harmed, I don't mind as long as I am following a rule, because the rule is made by government only. So sometimes there was some issues because administratively sometimes take a very tough stand. So perhaps that created some problem to some people, but I think it was fine.
It's part of the job.
It is part of the job. But as long as I was good at heart and no bitterness, I never had any bitterness for anyone. So I think that should have been right.
What is your impression about the Goan officers? Now, it usually happens is that there is a cold war going on between the IPS cadre and the GPSC cadre. बातें नहीं मिलती, सोच नहीं मिलती. What is your impression?
First, I'll talk about the IS and Goa Civil Service officers. I think it is wonderful. Some of the Goa Civil Service officers are very good, wonderful officers, very young officers also. They can be matched with any IS officer also. And civil services has got a lot of, I'll say, when they'll come to police, civil services has got a lot of democratic way of working. We listen to, even if we overrule, we'll talk to them, why you are saying like this. And then we'll talk and we'll discuss, and then we'll reach to conclusion.
Correct.
Perhaps police hierarchy is very strong. Person coming from, for a minute, Delhi police is a very strong police force and huge number of people. Discipline nature is different. Here it is maybe different. People are very relaxed people. So sometimes they find it very difficult how they can like that. When I came in the Goa, generally we are multiple taskmaster. When we do one work, while sitting I can plan 3 things and we can do, उसको phone करो, वो note बनाओ, उसका paper क्यों नहीं आया. We'll keep on. Here people are not that like that. Generally people are simple people. You give 5 work, they will give either 5th work they will do or first work they will do. Because and then nothing, then you realize, so we should understand the cultural working pattern of this place. Sometimes when we come from outside, generally we are very fast. And here we find that things are not there. And जहाँ तक पुलिस की बात है, I don't know whether maybe hierarchy, police hierarchy is little tougher, like army, police. We are very
more disciplined
force, and they find कि यहाँ salute नहीं करते हैं, या Delhi में तो every minute someone will salute you if you go in police headquarters. यहाँ तो they are very relaxed people. Not that they don't respect. They are very law-abiding. लेकिन उनका, I don't know, सब region में भी they must thinking बहुत lax है.
So last 2 questions. First thing that you need not be politically correct now. So which was the minister with whom you enjoyed working, and which was the minister who troubled you the most?
I'll go to your second question first. I don't think anyone troubled me. I'll say I'm very lucky. I'll say I'm 3.5 years I was there. Believe me, I'm very lucky. I got a lot of affection from people, my colleagues, and no minister as such troubled me. I don't think they may be insistive. Sometimes they are very kind enough to come here also. And I'll say very nice, good of them. And they used to come to my office chair, and I used to come and sit in the sofa. We'll have cup of tea. Your file I'll do it later on, because I said you are too big for me to see your file in front of you. When you go back, I'll send the file immediately. So when you have to politely tell them, sir, हमको मतलब ये कि I want to read it. I want to read it. Actually, no, actually होता है कि suppose you come with the file and give it in front of you, I cannot. Then I can read it also, because I'll feel very bad.
Correct.
So I used to politely say, sir, we'll have cup of tea. Or you come to your room, I'll take out the file and send back to you. So this is the way you keep on making.
So bureaucracy has to be very diplomatic.
Why not? And they are respected people. We know they are people in relative. We have to be very.
With whom you enjoyed working?
I'll say I enjoyed working with former Chief Minister also. he was very human. I can tell you that I sometimes used to feel touched. He shows the way he used to take up, and like he keep on talking about poleman, electrician who work on the, how he used to be worried about him, and he used to tell them, let us also help people. So I'll say I was very touched with him, and basically I most of the time spent with both the CM only. As a chief secretary, you look towards him and he tells you what to do. So I think it was good.
So हाजीर आम्ही आयची मुलाखत हांगा सोंपयतात. लास्ट इंटरव्यूत आमचो वच्चे पयली गडबडी आशिल्ले तरी आसतना ताणें इंटरव्यूला सर, इट वॉज रियल प्लेजर टॉकिंग टू यू. थँक्स अ लॉट.
Thank you so much, and it was very nice. And let me tell you, I love Goa, and even if I go back, I'll come here again.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.